students, welcome to Detail Chronicles by Abhiram IAS Academy. So, ee roju Detail Chronicles lo we'll be talking about NISAR, and also in the same context, let's talk about the India satellite launch vehicles. Ee roju NISAR gurinchi enduku maatladutunnamu ante because tomorrow, that is July 30th, we are going to launch NISAR. Mari ee context lo NISAR ante enti, ఏ launch vehicle ద్వారా launch చేస్తున్నాము, and further what are the launch vehicles associated with India? Let's all discuss in this video. So, NISAR ante enti? First, let's break it down. NISAR. So, if you break the name, N for NASA, I for ISRO, SAR. These are standing for Synthetic Aperture Radar. So, in the name itself, you can see NASA, ISRO. That is, this satellite is a joint collaboration between NASA and ISRO. And ikkada synthetic aperture radar ante crystal clear ga by using the radar waves, not the optical waves. Remember, it is radar waves. This satellite will able to generate a high quality mapping images. High quality mapping images. మరి ఈ నిసార్ ని ఎందుకు లాంచ్ చేస్తున్నాం అసలు? This NISAR is launched because it is an Earth observatory satellite. మరి ఏమేం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంది సాటిలైట్? It is giving information about your earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides, floods, tsunamis. Ante ivanni enti? It is giving accurate information about your disaster management, or technically disasters. And further, it is also giving about your agriculture productivity, and also about the groundwater, about your groundwater also. So holistic ga, your NISAR is the Earth Observatory Satellite. The Earth Observation Satellite is important ante, this satellite is able to give you pinpointed accurate information, that is even centimeter of land area lo evaina changes unna sare it will able to detect. Clear? Now on what issues we can detect with respect to earthquakes, like with respect to disasters, earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, floods, etc. And further, agriculture productivity, like ఏ soil లో ఏ crop వేయొచ్చు, డిఫారెస్టేషన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుందా, డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుందా, ఏ ఏరియాస్ లో ఫారెస్ట్ కవర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, ఏ ఏరియాస్ లో ఫారెస్ట్ కవర్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు దోస్ థింగ్స్, అగ్రికల్చర్ ప్రొడక్టివిటీ గురించి, క్రాప్ లాండ్ గురించి. క్లియర్? అండ్ ఆల్సో అబౌట్ యర్ గ్రౌండ్ వాటర్, ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్ డిక్రీజింగ్? సో పిన్ పాయింటెడ్ గా ఈవెన్ ఇన్ సెంటీమీటర్ ఏరియాలో ఈవెన్ ద చేంజెస్ ఆర్ అకరింగ్, ఇట్ కెన్ డిటెక్ట్. సో దిస్ NISAR, for every 12 days, it will refresh and give you new mapping. Of that area for every 12 days. Clear? So, ippudu din launch vehicle enti? Din launch vehicle GSLV Mk2. Now, let's see in detail. So, July 30, that is tomorrow, we are launching it. And further, why this NISAR is used? So, it is the first dual band radar Earth observatory satellites. So, NASA ISRO joint collaboration annam kada. NASA nunchi oka band, that is L band. ISRO nunchi S band. We are joining them, and 2 radars. This is the first dual band radar Earth observatory satellite. Due to these radars, what it is giving is pinpointed accurate imaging and high quality imaging with respect to the radar waves, not the optical waves. Further, it is providing day-night all weather radar imaging, and also it is detecting surface changes with centimeter scale accuracy. Indaka discuss chesam kada adi. And also it will help in monitoring the earthquakes, volcanoes, ice sheets, that is glacier melting, landslides and floods. And also it will give you the access of seeing agriculture productivity, groundwater, and also your infrastructure deformation. And also it is useful in seeing your disaster maps and cropland and also the biomass. So for every 12 days, it will refresh and give you new mapping. Clear? Now further, is synthetic aperture radar ante enti? A synthetic aperture radar is nothing but you are having two bands here, that is L band and S band. L bands and S bands frequency or the echoes which are there, they will act like antenna. They will combine together and they will act like antenna which receive these signals. Is it clear? So, this synthetic aperture radar, it uses the radar waves to bounce off the Earth's surface and analyze the return signals. Ikkada aperture simulation ante enti ante oka word. So, this is combining the radar echoes over the time to simulate a large antenna in the orbit. Hence, this we are calling as synthetic aperture. ఈ రెండు bands ఒకటి form అయి it is creating a large antenna in your space which is able to receive the signals. And due to these signals, we can accurately know that, ante accurate information ela istundi ante like your weather prediction gani, climate changes gani, glacier melting gani, floods gani, these all information it is able to give. Is this clear? Now, let's see about India satellite launch vehicles. Mari rockets ni launch cheyalante oka vehicle kavali kada, ala any types of vehicles India is having. Let's see. So the first one is SLV-3. It is India's first satellite launch vehicle. India's first satellite launch vehicle which we used in our 1980s. The significance enti ante all the 4 stages are solid stages. All the stages of your rocket, launch vehicle, you are having only the solid propulsions. And it is capable of placing approximately 40 kg into your low Earth orbit. Now, ASLV is assimilated like satellite launch vehicles. So, ESLV we used in 1990s. It is 5-staged where all the 5 stages are solid stages. Clear? And approximately it has been like launched approximately 150 kgs to your low Earth orbits. So SLV, the payload was approximately 40 kgs into low Earth orbit, and ASLV was here approximately 150 kg into your low Earth orbit. Tarvata, then came here LVM-3, that is Launch Vehicle Mark 3, which is formally called as GSLV Mark 3. And the significance enti ante it is India's most powerful operational launch vehicle. India's most operational launch vehicle. So, launch chesindi Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3, and future lo launch ayyi your Gaganyaan mission also. A 3-stage heavy lift vehicle, 1 stage is solid, 1 stage is liquid, and another stage is cryogenic upper stage. Clear? Now, it can carry like approximately 4 tons kgs to your geosynchronous transferable orbit. ఈ geosynchronous transferable orbit ఏంటి అంటే from your low Earth orbit to your high Earth orbits. Clear? So LEO నుంచి high Earth orbits ki this vehicle is used to launch your satellites. It is transferring, that is why geosynchronous transferable orbit from your low Earth orbits to your high Earth orbits. Clear? Andukane this is most powerful operational launch vehicle. Clear? So this is importance of LVM-3. Now next comes here PSLV. This is very much important. This is ISRO's favorite launch vehicle. Clear? So this is SSLV. Okay, PSLV tarvata unnattundi. So SSLV, small satellite launch vehicle. The role is, it is new, cost effective, and all the 3 stages are your solids. All solid 3-stage launch vehicle with liquid velocity trimming module. కావాలనుకున్నప్పుడు liquid కూడా we can use. So all solid 3-stage launcher with a liquid velocity trimming module and designed for approximately 500 kgs to 2-year low earth orbit. మన low earth orbit కి ఎక్కడ దాకా తీసుకెళ్తుంది? 500 kilometers. So we are calling it as launch on demand vehicle. Clear? Now PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Now this is important because it can carry small to medium satellites. Approximately the weight is around 1750 kgs. So sends them to polar orbits. దీని ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏంటి అంటే మోస్ట్లీ ఎర్త్ అబ్జర్వేషనరీ రాకెట్స్ అనేవి దీంతో లాంచ్ చేస్తాము. లైక్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ ద వెయిట్ ఇస్ అరౌండ్, ఇట్ కెన్ హోల్డ్ ద పేలోడ్ ఆఫ్ ద వెయిట్ 1750 kgs. అండ్ మోస్ట్లీ యూస్డ్ ఇన్ ట్రస్టెడ్ రాకెట్ ఆఫ్ ఇస్రో. ఏమేమి లాంచ్ చేసాము? మంగళయాన్, చంద్రయాన్ 1, చంద్రయాన్ 2, చంద్రయాన్ 3 ఏమో GSLV Mark 3, చంద్రయాన్ 1 ఏమో PSLV. And also we have launched 104 mini satellites in a go by using your PSLV. 104 satellites in one go by using PSLV launch vehicle. Now coming is your GSLV Mark 3, that is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark 2. GSLV Mark 2 ఏదైతే నిసార్ ని లాంచ్ చేస్తుందో, so నిసార్ will be launched by using this launch vehicle, that is GSLV Mark 3, that is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark 2. So it can carry a little heavier payloads, that is up to approximately 2500 kgs of weight. So it uses a special engine called as cryogenic engine, that is super cold fuel, where you can see even in here like cryogenic Mark 3 lo kuda chudochu, cryogenic fuel. And further it is used to send satellites into higher orbits and mostly communication satellites ni launch chestam deento, like here NISAR also. So NISAR is here earth observatory satellite, so the same thing, like communication satellites ni launch chestam. Clear? Did I include anything more? That's it. Yeah. So this is about NISAR. What is NISAR? NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar. ఇదేంటి? ఎర్త్ అబ్జర్వేషన్ సాటిలైట్. ఏమేమి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంది? ఈవెన్ పిన్ పాయింటెడ్ చేంజెస్ ఇన్ యువర్ 1 centimeter of area also it can detect, and it will give you high quality images, same like your scanner of your earth. It will scan your earth completely. And joint collaboration between NASA and ISRO. L-band from NASA, S-band from your ISRO. And also these are about your launch vehicles with respect to your India, what they are having. PSLV, GSLV. Ama exam lo PSLV difference, PSLV ki GSLV ki differences note down. And first use చేసిన launch vehicle enti? SLV 3, satellite launch vehicle 3, and ASLV, which were now they were retired. Now ISRO is using PSLV, GSLV Mark 2 and Mark 3. LVM 3, which is here GSLV Mark 3, and also PSLV, GSLV Mark 2. And NISAR ఎలా launch చేస్తున్నారు అంటే by using your GSLV Mark 2. Is this clear? So in Hindu editorial Sunday రోజు ఇచ్చారు, చాలా బాగుంది ఆర్టికల్. నిసార్ ఏంటి, నిసార్ ఎందుకు కావాలి, what are the advantages and disadvantages, those things I have covered in Sunday's newspaper. If you're having that, just have a glance on it. And also today Indian Express has covered this article very good. So paper reading every day cheyandi and write points from that. Keep a separate notes for current affairs, that will help you. So thank you, have a good day.